Hello guys, this is MC Arconius, and I'm back for another video on Crafted Serenity. Today I am going to be going over some of the fun and cool functions of the MyPets add-on that is currently on the server. By using a lead, you can catch different mobs. Each one has a slightly different requirement to catch it. I have a pet spider, a husk, villager, bees, guardians, chickens. You name it, you can pretty much catch it. Even the cod, even the fish in the sea you can catch. Now, actually, since there's a villager here, I might as well catch him. Make sure I have no pets out. Kill a skeleton. And, well, to catch them, you need to fulfill three things. You need to have, first off, 0 pets out, 2, a lead, and 3, to turn on pet, capture, helper. And then you punch with the lead, and it says needed to catch less than 2 health. So I actually just caught it because it was already low enough health, but sometimes it can take a few hits, which I will show you later. Oh, pet store, and put pet capture helper back on. I'll catch this witch. Get the health down low, and punch with a lead. Now you have to select a skill tree with each monster you get. So there is the combat skill tree, the utility, the PvP, the ride, and the farm. I think the ride and the farm are the best in my opinion, because with the ride one, you can ride them around, you get sprint, thorns, eventually you get beacon. It's pretty fun. If you have a flying mob and some other mobs, they actually gain the ability to fly. Or farm, it has the ability to run around, kill stuff, pick it up, which is quite useful. Now, I'll show you my bee first, because this one I've been working on, got quite high level, and it has decent stats and functions. As you can see, to attack, they do throw snowballs. And my ride pet, after a while, they do get a pet inventory, /PI. It starts out as one line and it slowly expands. They also have the pickup ability, which is /pet pickup to turn on and off. I always keep that on. So basically, as they're going around, if there's loot that hasn't been picked up, the bees will pick it up. So let me take some of the stuff out of the inventory so you can see what I mean. As you can see right there, my bee just went around and picked up what loot it could. Quite a useful trick for keeping up with stuff. So if your inventory gets full, they can keep picking up for you. It's also great for when you're mining. If you want, you can have it set up so they'll pick up all the ores, and you can have your inventory set to pick up only all the cobble, adensonite, whatever you want. It is very useful. Now, as long as you've already caught something and you have it in the ride function, you need a lead, and you can ride it. My bee is high enough level, it can actually fly. So, I can fly around the world on my bee, instead of just running around. Now, your pets can, as you can see at the bottom there, take damage. If they do get killed, or they will respawn after a short time. It depends on how much health they have and other factors that I don't completely understand, but from 5 to a few hundred seconds to respawn. Let's see. Let's see if there's any creepers around here so I can show you. Or spiders. This should work. If your pet is far away or isn't spawned, you can use \pet C to spawn it. It will come to you. Okay, it won't attack the pet. Kind of sad. Probably have to show you guys the rest of that later. Using \pet switch, you can switch between any of your pets. It does tell you which skill tree you have them in when you're trying to switch between them. And pet info tells you the basic stats of your pet. HP 9, range of damage is 2, it's 98% full. These are what it eats. And what it eats? What it eats actually heals it. So if I actually grab a flower from over here, and feed my bee, it does jump in health points. There are different behaviors you can set based on the skill tree. My ride one doesn't really have anything I can set it to other than normal. But they are useful. For example, you can catch a chicken if you want. A bee. As you saw, I have a zombie pigman. That zombie pigman, ironically, I was playing a little bit earlier, and it was a pig in the overworld that got struck by lightning. As you can see, it has the name Thunderstruck. You can change a pet's nickname by doing pet name and change it. There is actually pet trade as well, so you can actually trade with other people. So if somebody, say, has a spare of this and you want it, you can trade with them. There, you can call your pet, which is \pet C. There's actually pet beacon. I do not have a pet with that function, so let me see if I can get one to have that. There we go. PvP. So before I can use that, I will have to level up my pet, which I will show you at Warp Profit on this server. Warp Profit is nice. It does have a mob farm, which is good for leveling up your MyPets. It takes a few minutes for anything to start spawning, but once it does, you can quickly level up your MyPets. I have not tried it yet, but I don't know if you can catch the Wither or the End Dragon. I think those would just be a little bit insane. I think the End Dragon would be a little overkill. A Wither would just look awesome, though. You can only have one pet out at a time, but you can freely switch it with Pet Switch. There we go. As you can see, the Witch now is level 2 and now has 3 damage. It has reached level 3 and now has 3 different behaviors: normal, friendly, and duel. Level 4, it now has a 10% chance to slow target for 2 seconds. And it can sprint towards new targets. Level 5, it gains more damage and has a chance to set them on fire. which now has an inventory of 9 slots. And here we go, which now has a high-level beacon. Let me try to set this. PI. So 9% inventory and pet beacon. I have not used pet beacon before, so this may take me a minute to figure out. Okay. I am not seeing the beacon turn on, so I am not sure about this part of the plugin, because it's just not something I very often use. There we go. It is now on for 10 seconds. So apparently once it gets to the correct level, you can select which effects you want and just turn it on. So strength 3 and resistance 3. Seems quite useful. As you can see, I've already somehow gotten my witch to level 15. But this is probably going to get pretty laggy, so I'm going to go home. There is different sets of skills, like Thorns and Knockback are for simple combat. So this is basically like a wolf setting. It'll run around, it'll protect you. Utility, a little bit of everything. Basically, it follows you around, doesn't die. If anything attacks it, it can protect itself. PvP is what I showed you a minute ago with the witch. It damages, it runs, it can slow and fire, and it has a beacon to help you. The ride one is basically your fast travel, as well as picking up stuff as you go. And the farm, this one is pretty much basically it'll run around and attack everything around you and pick up all the items for you. So if you're crafting and you want to stop for a second, you can craft. It'll run around and it'll keep killing everything around you. Now, there are some cool mobs on this server that you can catch if you know where to find them. There are skeleton horses. So, if somebody wants a skeleton horse, I do have a few extras. But, yes, you can catch pretty much anything. So, pet store. Pet capture helper on. And the skeleton horse. And for these ones, you don't need anything like a saddle or anything. All you need is a lead to catch it and a second lead to use it. So it is a very simple command if you know what you're doing, but a very fun one. Slight learning curve, but I say it's worth it to be able to just do pet switch, pick a bee, hop on, and just fly wherever you want. I think that'll be all for this video for you guys today. I hope you liked my little mini tutorial on pet capture and the MyPets command. I hope you come back to see one of my other videos, and I hope you all have a good day.